put Chad over there, maybe.
Hello, everybody. We are live. And you'll see us in just a minute. Do you see on the screen? Alex made a Chewbacca!
Like, what, an hour before the video?
Yeah, I went to go take a shower to get ready, and I came back to my computer, and he's like, are you going to have the cuties set up like that? They were set up a different way. And I'm like, yeah. And I'm like, oh, Chewbacca!
He can't see very well.
His eyes are little.
Yeah.
But we'll be making him tonight, too. We have a lot of things to make. We have an announcement. Where's my mouse?
It's in the middle.
Okay. Hi, everyone!
Hello.
Okay. So, did you guys get my announcement? It's in the description of the video. We're having a Cutie Halloween party. Not tonight. It will be October 16th, the third Saturday of the month at 12:30 after class. Now, that Halloween party, we're going to have a lot of fun. We're going to try to make masks out of paper like our cuties are wearing, kind of.
But for our faces.
Yeah. Like if I make a ghost, it's only going to be my face. Will be the whole entire ghost. You know what I mean? I'm not doing the body, just the face. Like the bottom of the ghost will be here. I don't know what we're doing for that. But we are going to have a Cricut Cutie contest. So that means you have costume contest. That means you have to make Cricut Cutie costumes, and you have to use a real Cricut Cutie. It can't be like a 3D printed Cricut Cutie. It has to be a real Cricut Cutie. Next week, I am giving away a Cricut Cutie. So, not next week, in 2 days, this Saturday coming up. Once a month, I do give away a Cricut Cutie, and this time it's going to be Saturday. You do have to be watching live on my Cricut Design Space class. You'll learn a lot. And you might win a cutie. That's not my announcement. My announcement is about the party. So to enter, you don't have to use mine, but you can use my projects that I share. You can use them just as they are. You can add to them. You can change them up. You can do anything you want to them. You can use parts of them, like the pieces that hold onto the antennas. You'll see in a minute.
Yeah.
You could use that part and make your own mask or your own costume for your cutie, because that part is amazing. It makes it so easy. Alex did that.
I recommend copying that piece and like pasting it in your project, because it does do really well. As you'll see, I think
it's like we can make any costume.
Yeah, and I'll show you what we started with, what I started with, and then it was just kind of a mess. And
yeah, well, it wasn't too bad. I liked it.
Yeah,
but he made it so much better
and quicker.
Yeah. So for our party on the, forgot the name of it already, Cricut Cutie Halloween party?
Costume party.
Costume.
I know.
Cutie costume.
Maybe
no, it's Cricut Cutie Halloween party. Yeah. So you will need to enter the giveaway. You will need to send me a picture in email. That's what I forgot to put in the description. I'll add it in the description. My email is melodylanedesigns@gmail.com. Maybe I did add it. I don't even remember now.
Okay, just finish one thought before you say another thing.
You have to email me your picture of your finished cutie project.
On your cutie.
Right? Yeah, on the cutie. You have to tell me your name. You have to put in the subject,
here for the party.
Yes. It's all in the description of this YouTube video. So we're live on YouTube and Facebook. And there might be instructions on the Facebook too, but make sure you check it out on YouTube. And the winner gets $100 PayPal or Amazon gift card. But throughout the video, even if you don't enter, we're going to be giving away candy because it's Halloween. We're not going to send you candy. We're going to buy candy from Amazon Prime and have it sent to your house. And it'll just be a surprise of what candy it is. I don't know how many we'll do. We might give away a lot. We might give away a little. If we do a little, you'll get a lot of candy probably. But I just thought that would be fun. Do you guys like that idea? And by entering the contest, you give me permission to use your picture in that video. So in that video, I will be showing everybody's cutie that you send me, I think. Unless I get like thousands.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think we'll have time for thousands. Maybe the top 100. But we're going to have, you guys get to vote on the winner. So we're going to choose a top 4 only because YouTube will only let us vote on 4. So we're going to choose the top 4 and you guys get to vote on it in that video. We don't decide, you guys decide.
Okay, we got to answer one question that's come up like 3 times.
Okay.
You haven't had a breath for me to interrupt you. Monique has asked, is it 1 entry per cutie or is it all of them is 1 entry? Is it so if they send you a picture of a cutie, like different cutie
It has
costumes?
to be a separate picture for each cutie, but 1 email. So you can send me all of the pictures. Like, don't put 2 cuties in one for
in
the
one
entry.
photo?
Yeah.
So it is. So if you have multiple cuties, separate costumes.
Separate costumes, not the same costume on each cutie.
Right. So then that's 1 entry per costume.
Yeah.
Per cutie.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you want to do like a scene, like a bunch of cuties, like around, I don't know, like the Halloween tree or around a campfire or something. If you want to send in a scene like that with your cuties, you can, and we can share those in the videos as well, but that won't be entered into the contest. So we're just doing the Cricut cutie costumes, but you can send in the scene. We'd love to see it, but also send in a picture of the individual cuties, and they can all be, you can send me 5 to 10, 20 pictures in 1 email of different cuties with different costumes.
I was thinking picture of all the cuties.
So a picture per cutie, yes. Well, if you only have 1 cutie, but you have 5 costumes, you can send a picture of it dressed in each costume in 5 photos.
So that would be 5 entries.
Yes.
So
So if you only have 1 cutie, that's, you can make
Yeah.
multiple costumes. So it's really 1 costume per picture. Hope that answers your question. Okay, does that sound like fun? And you can use mine, and you know, like you said, you can change them up. You can totally create your own.
What if when they go to send the email, wait, I don't know. Never mind. I'll ask you that later.
Okay. So my email is melodylanedesigns@gmail.com. I'll have to look and see. Let me see what's in the description of the video. I just added it about 40 minutes ago. Yeah, I do have the email in the description. So it says in the description, to enter contest, email melodylanedesigns@gmail.com. Subject must be here for the party. That way I know that that is an entry for the contest and it doesn't get mixed up in all my junk mail. By entering, you give me permission to use your pictures in video for the contest. So this video, we'll just get to see everybody's pictures, which I think will be amazing. Please include your name and picture of each cutie you'd like to enter. The 4 finalists will be voted on in a live video. It will be like a poll in the YouTube video. Like we have a poll today. We were just really seeing how it works. And so it only lets us do 4. So that's why we're having a top 4. And then you guys vote.
And so how does it get to the 4?
The 4 finalists will be voted on in the live video in October.
Right. How does it get to 4?
Alex and I will be choosing.
There you go.
We're going to choose which ones we like best.
And it's very difficult the
Yes.
more that we have
Yes.
being entered.
But what I don't have here is when to enter by. I think enter by, I was going to do October 15th at noon. So that's the day before. Because we can look at them as they go, and then we'll make sure we look at all of them.
So
up until then,
with us being the two putting the 4 forward, I would say if you want to catch my eye, make it scary. If you want to catch her eye, make it cute.
Yeah, I don't know what to expect.
I don't either.
All right. Are we ready to get started for tonight's video?
We have so many to put together.
I know. Okay, first I want to show them how to get it. So how to get these projects, you go to patreon.com/melodylane. If you support at $2 or more, you get access to over 1,000 projects. If you click the join button under the video for $4.99, you also get the same access to these projects. So you click on supporter projects. I had talked to somebody yesterday and a few other people. They can't find my projects because they're clicking on start here. If you click on start here and view projects, that's for the people that do not have a password, that do not support the channel. If you support the channel, then you don't even need to go here. You can click on these other FAQs and things. You might learn something, but to get the projects, you click on supporter projects. It'll ask for a password. It is a guest password. You do not need to sign in to my website to get it or to put it in. So I put in the password and then it switches over to this. Now the best way to find the costumes, they are under 3D projects and there is a theme Cricut Cutie. There's the baby Yoda. There's backpacks for the cutie. You could use that as part of a costume also if you want to. Here's the one of them. And then there's Spiderman and Captain America costumes. But the easiest way to find the costumes is to search costume. Not costume plural. Otherwise Baby Yoda doesn't show up. But if you just search the word costume right here, that's all you have to do, and it'll come up with costumes. As we are making more costumes, we will add more costumes to it.
As you can see, Chewbacca is not there yet because I made it shortly before the video started.
Yeah. So, and I thought we'll make some more Star Wars ones before, and add them to the file too. I'm not doing a folder on Facebook for the entries because not everybody is on Facebook. So just to email me the entries. And then that way nobody sees them either beforehand. But you can share them on Facebook if you want to.
But it might be more of a surprise.
Yeah. You might be giving it away and somebody may copy your project too. It's just up to you. Yes, you can still play if you don't have Patreon. You can make your own costume. You do not have to use our costumes.
Yes, the licensed ones, if you don't own it, you will have to...
Yeah, these licensed are, these are from the, what?
Marvel, the
image
Kawaii.
set. The Kawaii image set for the Marvel Kawaii. And then Baby Yoda's...
I don't know.
He's on his own image set. He has an image set of just him, I think. So these are not included in Access, the two.
I want to add so if people see that there's a Wonder Woman in there, I made that Wonder Woman out of all free shapes and like all Access stuff. So that's not a copyright.
Yeah, Wonder Woman is not copyrighted.
This one. This costume.
Yes, this costume is not. Okay.
Does it have to be a paper costume?
It has to be cut with your Cricut. Kind of. I mean, I don't know. I guess not.
Yeah, I was
we
I don't
didn't
know.
have that answer. It has to be a real Cricut cutie. I guess it doesn't have to be cut with the Cricut. It's a cutie costume, so whatever you can, it doesn't have to be paper. All of ours are paper, so easy. Okay, where's the shout outs, Alex? Right here?
Yeah.
Here's a shout out to a few of the people who support this channel on Patreon. Terry, Lisa, Gloria, Goat Mama Creations, Gina, Christina, Amanda, Sue, Deidre, Jennifer, Laura Ann, Dawn, Donna, Jackie, Sheila, Cynthia, Patty, Jerry, Chrissy, Linda, Lauren, Penny, Gayla, Tressa, Kathy, Jamie, Nancy, Janet, Susan, Jennifer, Markel, Jennifer, Barbara, Angela, Melissa, Laura, Linda, Andrea, Erica, Joy, Darlene, Faith, Barbara, Sheila, Cherise, and Linda. And a huge thank you to my VIPs. Yes, and you can cut fabric with the cutie. Okay, first I'm gonna show you, I don't know where to put my stuff. Okay. I'm going to show you how to make the pumpkin bucket. This one may be in the layers panel. I changed my mind. First I had it this way, and then I went to this way, and I don't like this one, so I made this one. So it kind of looks like this. And they just hang on his arm. So here's Chewbacca if you haven't seen him. He has not been shared anywhere, and he is not in any of the files yet.
And he will be a licensed one.
Yeah, he's licensed. Okay. So the pumpkin bucket, the black is drawn on, because who wants to stick those little things on there? You do not have to be present on October 16th to win, Monique, but you do to vote. Okay, so this is the only one that has score lines. Oh no, they do. The ghost has score lines. Not that you really need them because you can just fold them. But this has score lines under each pumpkin and on the sides here and on these sides. So you can just fold them like that. Fold the sides in. You can use the Joy, but the Joy doesn't score. Not all of these need to be scored. And if mine that have the scoring, you don't really need to score it. You can just try to fold it. So what we're doing is we're making a little basket like this. But first, I feel like Julie Chen when I say but first. I don't even do it on purpose. I'm going to glue this little strap on. And I know this is so small. So I'm going to glue the strap on here. And then I'm going to bend this over and glue it to the end of the other strap. And this is why I use reverse tweezers. Because you can, first time I did it, I'm going to show you another option if you don't like that option. I just glued it on like that, and then I glued these over, but I still used reverse tweezers, but if you can hold them like that, you can do that. But I'm going to glue this on here, and then flip the whole thing over and glue the other end to here. And then we're going to fold these up and glue these little pieces. And we're going to use these tweezers to hold them for us. Now, even if you don't have a cutie and you don't enter the contest, it'll be fun to come to the party to see them all, and you can win some candy. So I'm just going to put some glue here, one edge to the other, and I'm going to glue this down. I'm going to use, whoops. I'll try to get it in the center. and just hold that for a second. These hold it really, really tight.
Would it?
And then I'm going to glue this down here. What were you saying, Alex? I'm going to glue this end.
Okay, so you're not gluing the black to the black. You're gluing both of them just to the orange.
Yes.
What if you made it slightly longer and you glued the black to the black and then glued it down to the orange?
Well, you still could do that because it is a long handle anyway. But it needs to be glued all the way to the edge up here.
Okay.
Glued at the edge is the most important part.
This is the first time I've seen.
Yeah, Alex has never seen me make this. So I'm going to put more glue here because it came up a little bit here.
Cassandra's asking, can we make our cutie out of cardstock instead of using an actual plastic cutie?
I don't know. I don't know how that would work. You can try like a paper doll type thing, maybe, and do a costume. I'll allow that. There is Cricut Cuties in Design Space that you can cut. But I will not allow any 3D printed cuties. Okay. This takes a while to dry here, but I think I got it dry. So I'm gonna push up the sides. And I want to push them in. They're going to go past the pumpkins. So I'm just kind of pushing everything in. I don't have any glue to hold it yet. I'm going to glue, this afternoon I noticed it was easier to glue one pumpkin to the back at a time. So we're going to put glue on these little tiny strips. Might be able to see it better on this one. So these little tiny strips on each end, that's where we're going to put glue. And I'm only going to do one side. It's like one from each side. And then I'm going to push it in and then push the pumpkin in. Then I'm going to use my tweezers. Let me pull these out so you can see a little better.
You know, now that you're making this tiny one,
Yeah.
you kind of need to make a bigger one to show how to do it, like, so it's easier to see what you're doing.
Yeah, it is really hard
And
to
then
see.
we can
But-
carry it to the video where we make the faces.
Oh. But if you look at this, all these pieces are just each all getting folded. Everything gets folded in and it makes a little basket. Okay, so now I'm going to fold in these little straps on this side. So right in there, and we're going to put glue on top of those, and then we're going to bend this pumpkin up. And I'm going to put my tweezers in there, and it's holding those pieces for a minute. Yeah, you can make costumes out of felt and fabric. The Cricut can cut all that.
Surely I don't think you're getting your package. Not today, at least. Unless their computer malfunctioned.
Okay, I think that's good. Just like to do another little push on the glue. Once you make your first one, you'll see it's really not that hard, even though it's hard for me to show you how to do it. And then we got a little pumpkin basket.
Trick or treat bag.
Do you want to get me the ghost?
No. Oh, I just want to say, I feel like we should show this.
Yeah.
If you are going to cut...
We have 9 of them in one project file. It does take a long time to open the file.
Each file is in a different bag.
Yeah. So you don't mess up your pieces, but how did you know? I mean, the ghost is all one color.
Because I designed most of these, so I kind of knew where to put things.
And everything. Oh, I forgot to show them the file.
You could do that now if you wanted.
Yeah, before we get started on this, let me show you the file so I can show you how to, because you might not want to cut them all out. So I want to show it to you. So to open the files, all you have to do is click open. This does take a long time to open, but I have it open for you already. But let me show you this first.
Moved.
I know. So once I click open here, then it comes to this page and you click open again. And then it will come up like this and you hit customize or make a copy, whatever it says there. There's also some information here. Okay, yeah, I just moved that one. So this is the pumpkin bucket. You can see how small it is. This is just the generic superhero. These are images in Access. Yeah, so if you don't want to make him, you can click on the eye over here to hide him. This is the bunny, Dracula, Wonderwoman, the Pumpkinhead, the ghost, which the ghost is so easy. I'm going to be making that for you just now. This one is Georgie from the movie It. This is his raincoat. Also, if you took the file and opened it when I first posted these, it will not let you open it because this was made originally from a Red Riding Hood that is no longer available. So Terry Green, thank you. She let us know about that. And so Alex switched it out and recreated this from free shapes. So if you get, and same with the bunny tail, it was a tail that is no longer available, so I fixed that one. So if you have something that is you can't make it, then go ahead and download the file again, because we did fix it. And this is the angel. You just click on the little eye here to hide it, and when you want it back, you just bring it back. This is the clown. So we have everything grouped together. If you want to change anything, you can always ungroup and change it. Okay, so everybody got that? All right, let's come back to do the ghost. I wanted to do the ghost first because it is so easy. They're all pretty easy, but the ghost is just very simple. We'll take, here's the ghost costume. And we made all the costumes, so they're really easy to come on and off. You're not gluing anything to the cutie. They're costumes that you can take off like that. See how easy that is?
The only thing that you did was tape on the...
I did tape on his nose. I used a glue dot on his nose to do that one. That is the only one that has adhesive on the cutie. And I fingered the glue dot, like I put it on my finger a lot so it wouldn't be as sticky, so it would come off easily. Okay, so we're gonna make this. You fold there and you fold there, And at first that's all it was, but then I'm like, I couldn't get him to stay on well. So what I did is I took another strap and glued it to the side. So I'm just gonna glue this to one piece right now, and then we're gonna measure, we're gonna put it on him and make it fit. So I'm just gonna stick a little glue there.
You should have done it with
What?
the top piece. That goes around his ears.
I don't know what you're talking about.
The thing that I made to make it so much easier, you could have welded that to that.
I asked you if I should change this to be that, and you said no.
But then I said, well, if you wanted it, it wouldn't be hard to just weld it to it.
Oh, well. So we're going to put him on like that, and then we're going to glue the side piece. So I just folded it, and that will work like that. So I'm going to put glue on this piece. I don't have any special place you should fold it. I just guessed and folded it in just that little area and put that on. But I tested it before I glued it. And then just, that's it. And then he can have a pumpkin bucket. He can't hold it in his hand because you can't see it. That's it. His eyes poke out through it. I love his eyes poking out through it. And that's it. See how easy that was? Okay. Do you want to make some of the ones you did?
Sure.
I'll put his costume back on. I'm going to put the pin in the glue. Remove these out of the way. You can use these if you want. And I'll be watching the questions to help answer questions.
So I want to first talk about, this was the first one that I made. And you see how I have to like take it off of everything, which was fine. It was fine. It wraps around the head, and then it goes over the top of the head as well. And then we just attached this piece that attaches the cape. So this way it would go like that, and then it would do this sometimes where it'd fall down. So then it was hard to get it to stand straight up. But there's an easier way now. You don't have to do all that. And then I did I'll have to show you how to do that, because I do it. Yeah, I do that for all of the shields and the lightsaber. So, okay. Which one should I do? Wonderwoman takes the most time.
Do the regular superhero, the one like you just showed.
Okay.
Because you just showed the first one you did. Now do the one you've made better.
Okay. This is so much easier. There's two little pieces. So this,
that fits around his antennas.
and then you just glue on the cape, and you glue on the mask. But when you put on the antennas, it goes on like right where it needs to go. And then again, I'll show you how to do this, but you just wrap it around the hand, glue it together, fold it, and then he's got a shield. Alright. So you want me to put together that one?
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna find it.
So he didn't weld those together because you could possibly change the color of the mask.
Yeah.
And change the color of the cape if you want. And we were also thinking you could change the color of the top piece that goes around the antennas to the color of the cutie you're going to use. and then it won't be seen as much. I don't think we did that in any of them, maybe except for Yoda.
What? Oh, for the green?
Yeah.
And Captain America.
Oh,
The
okay.
Wonder Woman, sort of, because of the boots. Even though I don't really know what.
Yeah,
boots
Twyla, you
is.
could cut it in all one piece, but we didn't weld it in case you wanted to
Change colors.
Change
or
colors.
more customizable this way. So the best way to look at this is, if you're wondering which way does it go, the shorter end goes towards the front. So, literally.
Shirley says, dress the cuties. Yeah, they look naked when they don't have a costume on now.
And that's his little hat. So this other longer piece is for the handle for the shield. But I'm going to go ahead and just glue the lightning bolt down. Let me know if I go off camera.
Somebody's asking where we got those bags. They're from the grocery store. We got them on accident. They're snack bags. They're, I don't know, they're like name brand.
It's like 1-cup bags, portion pack. Okay. And there's no score lines in these, but again, you just have to kind of put a little fold. That's all it is. Kind of see where it will go. Where you want it to fit. Put glue on that front piece. Just kind of see where it goes when you're not holding it.
I'm gonna steal a cutie. Oh, I have one over here.
Yeah, you got like a bunch.
So if you wanted to weld that mask to that piece, you would need like a little over a half an inch, it looks like, from here to here. So just keep that in mind there.
There. Now it's got a mask. And then you do the same kind of deal on the back. You just fold it a little bit, passes the back of his head. I really don't necessarily have to, but to keep the cape kind of going down.
Okay, show that, what you just did. Yeah,
I just,
it's hard to see because you're doing red on red.
yeah. But I just folded it down. That's all I did. The mask is still good. And then the piece that I folded down, I'm just going to put glue on that. Just make sure that you don't put glue on your cutie.
Deb, the announcement is in the description of the video. It's our Halloween party is the announcement, and our cutie costume contest. Yes, Christina, if you only have one cutie, you can enter multiple costumes with the same cutie. Just change their costume and take a picture with each one. And if we have too much, we might not have time to show them all. Or maybe
we could montage it
yeah,
together.
we could put them all in a picture to show a bunch at a time. And then maybe pick the 100 best and then the 4 best to vote on.
So for this, this piece, I make a loop in the center, so I fold the piece in half, but I don't crease it. I kind of let it sit there, and then I put it.
Can you, instead of, because you have red paper, can you show on this one? Just so they can see it better.
I loop it. The ends are touching, and I put it over the cutie's hand, and then I make it as tight as I can without hurting the cutie.
Ow!
And then there should be 2 creases where it will be flat, and I glue those together. Now there's probably an easier way to do this, but this is what I came up with and it works pretty well. So I just want to make sure that's does fit. It's got a little handle, but you want to now fold up, but like not over the handle part, like the crease that you didn't.
Show them in the.
So I took the whole thing and folded up, but not above that point of where the hand will go in.
And this is the hardest part of any of the costumes,
Yeah.
I think.
So then
It doesn't get any harder than this.
I fold up and then I fold over to make it like flat with the edge.
Okay, what do you mean?
That's what I'm showing. So this is...
Hold on a second. Let me see if I can zoom in. Okay.
So I folded. This is the glued part. I fold it up, and then I just fold like this. I don't fold it all the way down. I just fold it half.
I can see that
half over.
now.
But what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a little bit of glue in here and then hold it here so it stays that way. So in this little crease.
I'm keeping you zoomed in, so
that's fine.
You'll get out of camera easy.
I'm going to glue that.
You don't have to make a shield if you don't think you can get your fingers to do this. I don't know that I could too. I would use the tweezers probably. I don't know. I don't think it's that hard. You can try it.
Oh, I didn't put enough glue. That glue's like gone.
Now where are you putting the glue? Show us.
In the crease. So in that part that you fold up.
Okay.
You're folding it to the piece that it's on.
Yeah, this is tiny, and this is the hardest it gets. It gets easier from here. And this is only the costumes that have a shield or something in their hand, besides the bag. Some of these are very easy, like the ghost was.
And then all you do is that piece that is flat now, that you didn't fold all the way over. Well, let's see. First, I like to put this on the cutie. So it's on the cutie. And you kind of see where he's going to hold it.
Yeah, you could glue him while he's on the cutie.
No, it's harder to do that way.
Go up a little further.
So bring this up higher.
No, you're not in camera.
Oh, that's what...
Okay.
Okay.
You could make a little mark on there with a pencil on the back.
That's what I did at first.
You want to make a mark?
I don't... You want to open that? So... Okay. So now I'm just going to put the glue on that fold, or that flat piece. The glue started coming off on the other.
Does Wonderwoman have this? No, she doesn't.
No.
Most of them don't have a shield.
Yeah.
Or are holding anything.
I don't like the idea of marking it.
You do or don't?
It's hard to tell because the hand moves. Like it. So it's close to where it was, but not exactly. There. So then now he's holding the shield. And since he was robbed, I have to put everything on this one.
See, now if you were putting it on a green one, you would want that middle piece to be green.
Green.
That's why we didn't weld it together.
It doesn't fit his face right. And glue
It fit on the other one.
Yeah. I'm putting it back.
Oh, Twyla, great idea. She said she would use acetate to attach the bunny tail.
Oh, yeah.
Because the bunny tail has a stick here.
Yeah.
And you could use acetate for that.
There. He's got a little cape.
Okay, let's get going. It's
Are we-
8:47.
Are we putting all of these together in this video?
Yes.
Baby Yoda.
Yeah.
So this one I want to say, I did, so these cut lines get really close. So I did, on this one, I did have it draw, the top layer draw. So when you open the file, there's two different ones. And one is draw, and one is 2 layers of cut. Do I need to be this close to me?
Do you want it further back?
That's a little better. Okay. So this is the back piece. This is the front. This is upside down. These points are like where the ears would be on the actual like card piece, because this all goes in here like this, and then like little baby Yoda's like has his little hands over it. But this we're just gonna.
So the points are we'll show you that's the top.
Yeah. So this piece, I'm just going to kind of put on him and see where. Okay. Kind of line up on with the, kind of round it. I'm gonna like round the edges of everything. I hope I do this right. Yeah, that'll be okay.
Is the baby Yoda all from one image?
Yes. Like 85% sure now. But I believe so.
I can look.
I'm not on camera. You're not doing your job.
Oh, I was reading chat.
I don't know how much I missed.
I don't know. I was watching you and you were in camera, I thought.
Okay. So
No, baby Yoda, I don't know why. Oh, he's in two images. Do they need to have this one?
I don't think so.
I don't know.
Huh.
Alex will look at it later and see if he can get it from the same one.
Yeah.
So if you have to buy it, it would only be
One
price.
image. Yeah. So this is the little thing he rides in Mandalorian. So then he just goes in there. But so he'll sit like that. So it looks like he's riding around in it. But now, oh wait, oh yeah, this one does attaches the back. Okay. So for the little piece, remember the short end is front.
The short end is the front on all of them.
Yep. And like I said, I drew on, had the Cricut draw the face on.
You have the option to draw or to cut the face.
I'm going to
Put his ears in.
Yep.
Thank you, Jamie, for answering all the questions about the glue. It is Barely Art glue, and I have a link in the chat. Nightbot shares a link for it. Kathy, they do the Joy you can draw and cut. You cannot print and cut, but you can draw and cut. You just can't score. So you bent that piece down a little and
Yeah, I added
floating it
glue,
on?
but I think I've like rubbed it. I'm trying to figure out the best place to.
So what are you doing? Are you looking at where it goes on the eyes?
Yeah. And the piece is bent down, like right in front of the eyes. So once I think I have it, I'll pull it up here, kind of give it a pinch. I feel like it moved, yeah.
I think you need more glue than that. You can use the tweezers to squeeze it. So he's just holding the glue.
Yeah. Oh my goodness, I moved it again.
I think use the tweezers because they push really hard. So put glue on it. No, do it from the top. Well, I guess that works. So he's move your finger, they can't see.
Oh, it's hard for me to see.
He's using the tweezers to hold the two pieces of paper together.
Yeah, but that's what I was afraid of. It being crooked. Now it's moved it. I'm like ruining the paper.
Yeah.
Well, here, I don't want to do that.
Okay. I don't know why you're having a hard time.
Because I'm live and I do things slowly, but you said like get going, so
Well,
I just feel like I'm being rushed.
no, you're not being rushed. Just hold it there until it's dry. I don't think it's dry.
I know. Well, it wasn't completely touching. That's what I was checking. Because it just felt like I was holding it there and it wasn't attached to anything. There. And then all you have to do is you put him in his little seat, which he'll stand up. And then if you wanted, like what I did with this one, we could just get rid of this piece.
Cut that off.
You could, yeah.
Or you can glue it to the back.
Right, you could glue it to the back, but I'm just going to go ahead and cut it off because there's really no reason to have it there.
Well, if you don't want it to fall when you lift him up.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's pretty good.
He's good in there. So there's that one. It doesn't do it justice. He's white, like the green looks better.
Let's show the green one. They can't see it in the... Yeah, the green one looks much better. Just because he's green.
Yeah. Alright. Next, moving on. But when you move this one around, you might have to move it by... He went all the way through. Okay.
Yeah, you gotta hold the cutie.
Yeah.
Not the paper.
Yeah. Realized.
Well, just take it off him because you're gonna need another one to put a costume on anyway.
There's a yellow one right there.
We have 2 over there, too.
There's 3 over there. Okay. I don't know what to do with all these extra cutie costumes.
You see my problem.
This one's easy. I'm gonna do Georgie.
Georgie is from the movie It. The yellow is a raincoat.
And this is done in the project already, but I'm just gonna do this now. Because I changed it.
So you don't have to do what he's doing right now. It's already done for you.
Yeah. All right. And so I had some ideas of how to make this, like adding like an 1-inch thick piece and gluing it around the top, but I didn't end up doing it. So this is basically supposed to be like Georgie's raincoat, and it literally just goes around the front.
Oh, so his arms go where those little circle cutouts are.
Yeah. Just kind of around everything.
You're not in camera. So do you glue it now? Or...
I'm going to, yes. I will put it on here. It fits. It'll be nice and snug. So I'm going to have the right side be the top side. So I'm just going to put glue on the left side. And then line up the little circles. Put Georgie in there. You take his paper boat that he loses down the drain. And on the first one, I used a little foam pop-up dot and just put it on the costume itself.
They can't see where you're putting it.
I'm just gluing the boat to the front of his jacket instead of like making the loop go around. There's really no need for that. I don't use enough glue, I'm realizing.
Yeah.
Well, all day and the whole time I've been making these, I've been using the other one.
What other one?
Art glitter glue.
Oh.
So it dries
Oh.
faster.
Yeah, so he's used to the other glue.
I thought about bringing it over here for that same reason. So now for the the balloon, you know, it is cardstock, so it kind of likes to fall. I put the end of it down kind of into his coat, and then I just glue the top piece to a little section of that, of his jacket. So I'm just going to put it on the outside edge. And
yeah, Gail, I don't think I've watched this movie or stayed awake during the movie.
that one's done. This one is easiest to hold the back of the yellow to move on.
Okay. Which one's next?
We'll do Spiderman, because that one's super easy too.
I think the rest of them are pretty easy. Wonderwoman has a little more gluing.
Yeah.
And
Spider-Man is
Yeah,
3
right.
pieces. And really, could be 2 pieces if you welded it.
what do you want, Kobe?
Just the front one on this one, so there's no cape or anything. And I look at it, kind of eyeball where it needs to be folded.
Yes, Spider-Man is licensed.
Look where his eyes are. You see his eyes okay?
Yep.
Alright.
You're not in camera. I was going to say, don't you have to look at the front to see where to put it?
No, I was trying to
See
line it
where-
up to where I was putting it before. When I asked you if you could see his eyes.
How do you know from the back where it's lined up?
About where was holding it. I could see. It was at the top of the layers of the points.
Okay, that's what I wanted you to
And try
say.
to-
Because how do you know?
There.
Spider-Man. Okay, now what about his web?
So on the first one that I did, I just kind of like folded it a little bit and just set it on his arm, and his arm pushed all the way up, but not all of them push all the way up. So I just made it a little bit longer, and I'm just gonna kind of wrap it around his arm.
And when he's standing, it sits on the floor, on the table or wherever you're putting it.
And then I fold it out so it looks like he's folding it out. Oh, this one's not going to though, unless I put it down, because I folded it wrong. Oh no, it still does. So it stands up. It's looped around his arm, and then it stands up on the ground like that. So this is just on the ground, and that's Spiderman. Very simple. Can you read some of the stuff?
Yeah. Somebody said Leatherface or Darth Vader would be awesome. Yeah, I was gonna
do the.
We've had Darth Vader on our mind the whole time. We just haven't had. We've been working on these since Monday.
Yeah,
Like all
that
day
was your
Monday.
idea. Was hey, let's do this on Monday, or like let's. Or was it Monday? Or was it? Yeah, it was Monday. Cause.
Yeah, I think so. But you worked on it for hours on Monday.
Yeah, Monday and Tuesday.
Yeah. And then Wednesday morning.
Yeah, Wednesday morning. Did too. That was yesterday. I was like, when it was Wednesday. Alright, I'm gonna do Wonder Woman. Oh, can you get me a red marker or pen? Do a pen. I guess a marker's fine.
Well, what do you want? What's it for?
I need it.
Here.
Well, I was thinking pen because of Dracula as well. But, so this star is red. So I'm just going to fill it in.
We could have it draw red on it and fill it in.
Yeah, I don't know how to do that. I know you have projects that do that. I don't get it. I know it's something to do with the inset.
Offset?
Yeah,
But it's
offset,
inset?
but it's inset.
Yeah.
And then, do you just keep doing it until it's full?
You put it to the certain 0.15. Yeah, you just keep going
so you
back and forth. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess I don't get it. I still don't understand.
If you tried it, it would work.
I did the inset, but there was only one line on the inside. So
Yeah, that's all it does.
Right.
And then you just
Do it
hit
again.
offset again and hit apply.
Okay. Yeah, that's what I was asking you.
Yeah, you just do it until it stops doing it.
Okay. Alright, so this one is all the free shapes and free font. There's a W. So
Irma is asking how many cuties do I have that are mine?
they're yours.
All the cuties are mine.
I have two, but they're not here.
Were they mine though?
Yeah. They were.
They were mine.
But you gave them to me.
Yeah. I don't know how many I have. I have one of each color that was ever released publicly. Plus one. That was for product experts and employees. The costumes, I made the ghost, the Pumpkinhead, the clown, and the pumpkin baskets.
Alright, I glued this to the blue piece. There's a little bit of room. So now I put this on the red piece until you can't see.
So the bottom of the red piece.
Yeah, you put it on the bottom of the red. Just putting glue on the top of the blue piece. Don't look at too much in detail because it's not copyright.
Yeah.
These are just images I made. Like this is not the falcon thing that's on the Wonder Woman. It's a bird.
It's a bird from Access.
Yes. And then I'm just gonna glue this to the top.
Yeah, the pumpkin baskets make them look like Halloween costumes. Monique is going to try to make 16 costumes.
16. I do have more ideas for costumes as well. So, you know, I gotta look at. Okay. All right. So this, you put these, you round everything up. Make sure everything's dry. Hopefully it is. And sure.
So you're kind of curving it around.
Yeah. And these barely like fit. So you put a little bit of glue on the edge of one side. Okay, so you need more glue if you're using this glue.
He's used to art glitter glue, which is a little bit different.
That's why I had so much time with Yoda. I didn't realize.
Yeah, you didn't realize like, the glue.
What is going on right now? Okay. So, I gotta look at the other costume here. Remember how everything goes. Big hair. Wait until that one for that part. Another cutie. See, this is why I was like, what am I gonna do here? It just spins. It doesn't. There's no place to hold on to it. So I take the cape. Dress the cutie. Stop spinning.
And you glue that to the cape.
Yeah, I glue it to the cape, but I'm just kind of seeing, because you don't necessarily want the cape on the ground. You want to be able to. So technically, I'm going to leave the cape where it is and glue just above this line. That's what I see. I know that's not going to help you guys at all, but that's going to help me. Maybe have a spot where you would want.
So it's almost a ½ an inch above the bottom of the cape.
%20 off of what? Someone asked.
If you use my code Cutie, it's 20% off at Cricut, but it doesn't work on anything that plugs in. And you have to have $50 in your code.
Short end goes up front.
So my code Cutie works until the end of the month. Well, it works until the end of the year, but the 20% is only until the end of the month.
So there's nothing that goes in her face. So now I'm just going to take this piece and fold up.
So he put the piece around the antennas.
Yep.
And he's folding the front of that up. It's kind of hard to see because your hand's in
Yeah, I know. So I'm just folding that piece up. And then the part that I made, and if you look at it, there is a slight angle down.
I don't know what you mean.
If you look at it this way, the sides are kind of angled up. If you look at it this way, there's an angle down. You want to angle down.
Up.
Yeah, you want to angle down like this.
The edge angled down? I don't see an angle.
So these are not straight out. This is like straight out.
So it's kind of curved up.
Yes. I guess.
Yeah.
that's the way you want, when they're like going down like this.
It's like a crown.
Yeah, that's the part that goes up.
So he's putting glue on the middle and gluing that to the piece on his antennas. The piece that he had folded straight up.
Because the reason why I'm gluing it on here is because it's easier for me to see. The only reason why I put glue on the other piece is if it's like a mask. Because then it's easier to line up where the eyes go. For me, at least.
Now show them from the front.
And then just kind of see where the back of them.
This is a girl.
I said she earlier. This is where the crazy hair comes in. Oops. Not in camera.
And when you send in your entries, you can send all your entries in one email. You can do more than one email if you make some and then later you make a few more. Thank you, Gail, for using my link. I really appreciate it. Shirley says, in this day and age, Wonder Woman could be male. That's true. Margaret, there are entries for Cricut Cutie costume. I explained at the beginning of the video, and it's in the description. You can rewatch that part to find all the rules.
Alright, so now I'm going to put the bottom part. And then I am going to glue the cape. Oh, see, this is... Yeah, I did that wrong.
What did you do wrong?
I glued the hair way too low.
That's what I was thinking.
Why didn't you say anything?
Well, I was reading the chat and I didn't see exactly. I only saw it after you did it.
You could have still said something.
Because her hair goes above her crown.
Yeah. I just know I'm not holding that straight.
Why don't you turn it over? Can you, like, face down? Yeah. So they can see what you're doing there.
Because I don't know what it looks like on the front.
But you're going to glue the hair to the cape on the back.
Right.
Correct?
But I need to know roughly where. Okay. Okay.
Oh, this color of Cutie is, it's the employee Cutie. It does look like pistachio, though.
It's not completely even, but you can get the idea. It's not perfect. This needs to be glued down a little bit more over here.
So they could make that a little tighter. The yellow piece, you said to
Yeah,
just do the tip?
that's what I did on the other one. But oh,
What?
I know why. I added to it. I forgot.
What? Oh, you added to it after you made yours?
Yeah.
Okay, so you don't you have extra room to glue that overlapping
Yeah.
each other.
Because when I made this one, it barely fit around. And then
Well, that's what I was
a lot
thinking. Why
tighter.
didn't you add to it so it wasn't so
did.
tight? And he forgot he did.
Okay. So yeah, there's Wonder Woman.
Show the front and back so they can see.
And when you're not in a video, live, see the cape is a little low, but
Oh, I think it's fine.
when you're not in a live video, it's a lot easier to put these together. Just something about being in a live video that makes things stressful. This
Okay,
is
what's next?
Dracula.
Sure.
I shouldn't have made so many.
Yeah, because now you're in it. Do you want to make the face part first?
Yeah, I was just putting his hat on. All the faces. What's that?
So you just glue the top of the face to...
The top of, like above his, the points of his eyes. Tops of his ears.
He
Points
can't
of...
see you.
Well, you gotta tell me these things.
I'm sorry, I was just looking at you, not the screen.
Okay. And then...
Carol says, hey, Alex, you're doing a great job.
Thank you. And then it's the points, it's like it lines up perfectly.
With the sides.
Yeah, the bottom of the point of like his ear to his head to the top of his eyes. Gives him a little face. And then to make the teeth easy, I just cut out a circle that goes around his mouth. But instead of putting glue on the circle, I'm going to put glue around his mouth. And this is personal preference. I like to put the smooth side as his teeth. So then because I like to draw on that side better than the rougher side.
Yeah, Jamie, thank you for sharing that Janky was thank you and Jamie at the same time. Thank you, Jamie, for sharing I have a Cricut cutie swap group where people sell their cuties and you can buy cuties in there.
So what I did was put just little red things on his fangs. So again, folded the little front piece. Kind of seeing roughly where I'm going to have to put it.
Well, actually, the little piece is right around his eyes. So if you glue that to in between his eyes, it looks like that would be...
Yeah,
right.
So like here.
Learning to put more glue.
Only with the other one, you don't have to. See, it's grabbing now. No, I don't have any droplets of blood. I could put that on his face.
On his chin.
Yeah. It's a little crooked. Oh, it didn't stay, that's why.
I think if you flip it up and hold it really good.
That's what I've been doing. Except for now. Like I did that on the other ones.
And then you just
See his
put his
eyes a little
cape
bit.
on. And I didn't understand his cape at first. It looked like it was cut off. But he said because Dracula pulls it around him.
So it's like,
But
I understand, but it's, when you look up Dracula, this is all you're gonna find.
yeah.
Like, or you're gonna find him. So, but I thought about having it like where you put it on his hand and he like makes it bigger, but then it would be like oddly shapen to like kind of go over his face.
Yeah.
But that's, again, with the too much.
Is that too low?
No, it's fine. Is what too low? The cape? No. It's,
Don't you want the top part to be above his back or no?
this is his head.
I know. But it should be on his head a little.
It is.
Because it's the collar of his cape.
It's on his head.
Okay. Angela's asking one from Jack Skeleton from The Nightmare Before Christmas. We do have an image set, I think. There is one in Design Space.
I know I need a few days of
Yeah.
not making anything.
Okay, next is Captain America.
Yeah. So we're going to have to do another shield. And then there's only, oh, you could do the bunny. I feel like I've done a lot. Chewbacca's kind of tough because I want to make it where you draw his face on.
Yeah.
Because there are two little itty bitty pieces.
Yeah, Jamie said this, and I thought of this too. To make the cape full on Dracula, you can just duplicate it and switch
yeah.
one and weld them together.
I know, but you can do that if you want. I was fine with leaving it the way it was. Because it's like he just threw it back. Like I said, I wanted to originally bring it around to the front of his face.
So what are you doing?
I'm taking the... This is the best way to do this. Look at the file. Because I have to look at this. The spaces, like, I'm looking at this and seeing, lining up the pieces. The A goes in the middle. The large E goes to the right side, the backwards E goes to the left. But these pieces that have the little extra bit on the bottom, they stay on the inside. I don't know how else to explain that.
Yeah, just look at the file and see where the pieces go.
I made this one this morning. reading anything. I'm just sitting here quiet.
Gail says this is practice for your channel. He's not going to do live videos on his
No.
crafting channel. So he has just started a crafting channel. And what is it called?
Crafting with Beard Adventures.
And Nightbot will share it. If I spell crafting correctly.
So now I'm just making a shield.
Their Nightbot shared Alex's craft channel. You can go and subscribe. He would really appreciate it.
I would.
So you just make a target.
Yep.
I can't wait to see all your guys' cuties. Wonderwoman in the pool is catching up with baby Yoda.
Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and make this part of the shield, the handle again. So I make a loop. Kind of give it a little pinch. Put the rest of the loop around his hand.
It's really hard to see see the light. Your hand is in the shadow.
So I make the loop, put it on his hand, and then I make it as tight as I can around the big part of his hand, not
so then
his
do
arm.
you kind of bend it so you know where that is once you
Yeah.
take it off?
I'm pushing down with my fingernail. So then when you see there's like two straight lines.
It's
and
hard
then,
to see in that hand. See? So you can see where the loop is.
Yeah.
And then you glue those together.
Yep.
Alex is not live on his channel. At least not yet. He may be in the future. But he just uploaded a video today. It was edited from my channel.
I want to, for the most part, have shorter videos.
Yeah.
So if I put something together here, not necessarily this, because I don't know if I want to do that.
Yeah.
But like one of my interactive cards, I want to be able to put it over there and then do a voiceover and cut everything down and just have it that way. So this is the confusing part for her. I got the loop, it's glued. I fold up.
Just like halfway in.
Yeah.
The...
Yeah, you could do a little more than half just so you have that room to fold over. So until I find a way to make a better handle, this is what I'm going to have to do. And what I like to do is I like to glue this up like that, where it's at. So what I'm going to do is open that back up a little bit.
Putting glue on the crease.
Yeah.
Gail says, no cuties harmed in the making of this video.
Yeah. I was trying to look for that, like, saying earlier in my head. I was like, how would I word that? Couldn't think of it. And then the part that I glued, I'm just going to start to push it over, but not all the way back over. Because that's the side, that's the part that you would glue to
Can
the
you
shield.
hold it up closer?
Yes.
Or I need to go.
Oh, I got it. So there's the loop. It's glued down. I fold it up.
Show the side of it. Yeah, like that. So that's where he folded it up and glued it in the crease. And then fold it that way.
Yeah. I am going to push it all the way over just so it gives it more of a crease though. But that gives me a little bit of surface area. But first, I'll put it on the cutie. Okay, cutie. Did it glue more? Don't tell me it did that.
Thanks for all the thumbs up, everybody.
What are you doing? There it goes. Oof. I thought maybe I tightened it too much. So now, since it's on his hand, I'm just going to put glue on that flat edge. And wipe it all off. Put more glue on it. Wipe it off again. Okay. Can't see what I was doing. I'm just trying to press that lip, that flat edge on the shield. Yeah, this is a great way to use your scraps. I used a lot of scraps. Almost everything was made with scraps. So now, it's got a little shield.
He puts on the antennas thing.
A little hat for the antennas.
He calls it his hat.
It's a little fold. Doodad. Give it a little bit more of a fold. Okay.
Penny says on the child images it says $3.98 for the 2 images. He is going to try to move that into one. I think maybe you went to go grab it again and you grabbed a different one.
Probably.
So he is going to change it so you're not charged for 2. She says, but then when she clicks on the images, it says she's subscribed. So why is she being charged? Those are not in the subscription of access. That's a glitch.
I put it where the glue was and it so it needs to be way down here.
So what did you do wrong? So
Well,
we know.
I'm just gonna take that off. I put it on there where I thought it lined up, but then when I let go, it dropped. But I thought I had it where I let go, but obviously I did not. So I need to glue
We can't see.
So this front piece that hangs over, I'm going to glue kind of right in between Captain America's eyes.
Yeah, because when you fold those over in the front, it goes over his eyes.
I'm hoping for the best.
I'm zooming in. Because what that fold goes over its eyes.
Yeah. That's how you drop it.
I was shocked at how easy it is to get these little things over his antennas.
There.
See?
That worked well.
So anytime you're gluing something to the front and it's got eyes like that, you can do it in between the eyes.
Yeah. Alright, I guess I will do Chewbacca, and you can do... Oh man, I designed the angel too.
Yeah. But they don't take that long.
No, they really don't. I mean, ignore the time. They don't take long to design.
Well, no, they don't take long to put together.
If you're doing one or two.
Your problem has been gluing.
Yeah. I should, if I'm going to do a project, I should bring...
stick with the glue you're used to.
Yeah, I should bring the other glue over. So there's a little piece in this one.
I wouldn't use that little piece.
It's a little piece.
What's that little piece for?
His nose.
Oh, no.
See, he looks like a dog.
Oh.
You have to. So I'm gluing. That's why, like I said, I want to make it where I'm just putting glue kind of all over because there's holes, but they're very small. But I want to kind of make it where it's a draw on top of, so then you don't necessarily have to do this gluing part.
So did you say what costume this was for?
Chewbacca. I'm not worried about the glue because it dries clear. So for the
I would put glue on the face and then stick
that's what
it.
I'm doing.
Okay. So the bigger small piece is for the mouth?
I'm guessing. But it's like the nose holes up.
I'm going to zoom in.
And then a tiny piece point down.
Can you just kind of drop it?
That's what I did on the last one, but
He's using tweezers.
I just didn't want to use... I like the tweezers. I just didn't want to use them for what I was doing. I can't pick it up.
Pick it up.
Okay, now I need the tweezers to move it around. There. Close enough.
All right.
So...
What?
I'm putting the lightsaber together.
Well, put it together in camera. Tell us what you're doing.
Well, I can't help it that you keep zooming in and out.
Well, I can zoom out.
I'm just putting glue on the blue piece.
Does Chewbacca use a lightsaber?
I don't think so. Honestly, I don't know. I looked it up and I saw him with a blue one.
Okay.
And I don't know if that's... I don't think it's from a movie. I think it's from like a... comic, maybe? I have no idea. Guys, I'm not really a Star Wars fan. I like Mandalorian. I like Chewbacca.
I can't stay awake for the movies.
That might be my problem too. The new ones I've watched my
So
adult
did you?
life.
What did you use for this?
Foil craft board, the silver, and then blue cardstock. So it gives it like.
Yeah, I think
know.
it looks neat that way.
This piece is the same piece that you use for the shield handle. So I'm gonna do the same thing
real
again.
Fast this time, because we've already showed it twice.
Dracula. But it's not like the same. Just make a handle.
They said, someone says he uses a blaster, someone says he uses a bowcaster.
But if you look up the Chewbacca lightsaber, you'll see him holding a blue one.
Emily, you missed a lot. An hour and 47 minutes of video.
You want to talk to him about anything while I'm holding?
We are having a Cricut Cutie costume contest and party. The information is in the description of the video on YouTube. The winner gets $100. He drops it on the floor and he picks it up. I'm narrating.
Yeah.
Craft Gidge says Chewie uses a crossbow or a blaster, but a lightsaber is okay too.
We're just gonna go with that he found it and he's like, what is this? I mean, is this?
Gail says he might set his fur on fire with a lightsaber. But you can make the other characters.
So what I did, I glued it to the lightsaber, and then I'm just gonna take this little black piece and I'm just gonna kind of somewhat cover up this piece. So just putting a little bit of glue.
And Mel says he can have whatever tool you want him to.
Like in my tattoo idea that I'm not gonna tell everybody about, because I want to be the only one with it. And I guarantee after people know what it is, they're gonna be like,
get a tattoo of Chewbacca?
there's gonna be Chewbacca and other things.
Okay.
So it looks like he's holding on a little lightsaber. It doesn't matter where we put the eyes because he can't see.
That's true.
Look at, we can see one eye.
But let's try to get it right this time without having so much trouble. On that, you fold that down.
Yeah.
And then just glue his eyes on. Like you could take it off of the cutie. I think it'd be easier to glue.
That's what I was going to do. And then you said to put it on him.
Well, I think you need to put it on him to fold it so you know where to fold it.
Well, they're all the same size, so.
Let's show them before you fold it. Yeah, that's what I want them to see. How far is this that you're folding it? Each one of these squares are a ½ inch.
A ½ inch.
Okay, that's what I thought. So from the front piece, if you fold it a ½ inch from the antenna area, and then glue that in between the eye area,
That's what I'm going to do.
it should work.
Shirley says, give him a phaser. I don't even know what that is. Is that something from Star Trek?
Is that what Shirley said? Yeah. She's been watching Star Trek.
So, Chewie's done. You can't see his eyes, but it's okay. You know, you put those masks on, it's so hard to see anyways. There, I left you with 3 to do, one of them being mine.
You can do the angel real fast. Here, put it on this little pink one.
Okay.
She jumped out of her ghost costume. I don't know how that happened. But I think doing these live videos are a little exhausting, aren't they?
I've been doing them with you for a long time. I'm aware.
Okay, Stamp Hat says, I'm going to ask you a really dumb question. It's not a dumb question, but how do you determine the size? How do you determine the size of what?
The costumes?
We try to fit them to the size of the cutie.
I put the cutie down on the gray mat, the Cricut mat, not this one, not this one, the gray mat. And I literally like looked at it, like marked it like this. Okay, I put that in. Like I put it like this. I'm like, all right, it's roughly that size, roughly this size, and that's how I did everything.
Yeah, I put in squares. So I put in a square from his top to his bottom for the size that he is tall and as wide as his face. And then I put in another square so I would know where his body was. So I put one just the size of his body.
So this is the back piece. I'm just putting glue on there. And
bye, Mama Disney. Have a safe drive home. She was at work.
oh,
She says, Alex, truly amazing costumes. Thank you.
it's
I'm
glue.
headed home.
I'm just gluing it to the center because there's not much room to where you can glue it.
And have the drawing on the wings facing forward.
Yeah, that'd be helpful, that's for sure. Maybe not so gluey fingers. That might help too. And then for the halo, I just brought this up and back.
What do you mean up and back?
The front piece, I brought it up instead of bringing it down.
Okay.
I bring it up and back,
So
and then I put the halo.
show it. We can't see with all your fingers. So show it as it is.
Should have done the halo first. So like I bring it up and back, and then I need to go like another
So
fold.
he folds it to go straight up, and then he folds the top to go back, and then you're folding it again.
Yeah, I'm folding it to go
Show
around
it
the
on
ring.
the side so they can see how it
I'm
goes.
getting there. The wings are sticking to me. So I'm trying to get it to go like that, to wrap it around the ring.
Show it on a side view so they can see it curve. No, straight on the side. Look in the, yeah, like that.
That's I know. I was trying to get there.
And then you just glue to the halo.
Just gonna get a little speck of glue.
Is that enough glue?
Hopefully. Well, there's nowhere else for me to put glue on that. So once it's here, I'll put glue underneath there. So then I folded the edge. I have to hold it.
Yeah, hold it until it's dry, and then you can show them.
So I like sandwiched it in. So the edge I folded up, folded it back. Now I gotta put it on here before I get confused on all my folds. Yeah. And just where it's above its head. So it goes fold directly up from the base, folds back, folds down, and then folds front again. And then I put a little bit of glue on the halo and put it at this top piece. And then I closed it in and put glue in there and then held it down until it was dry.
Show it from the front.
And then you can fold it however, hold it, all that.
Okay, are
And
you
I
reading
am
comments?
done.
I'm not done. I got more to do. What? Just hand me a bag. Oh, but this isn't mine.
Yeah.
This is Alex's too. This is the bunny. If you, I changed the bunny tail because if you got this tail, like, only about a half hour before the video, we changed the tail because the tail was not in access and you couldn't buy it, I don't think. So you might have to go back and get the project. The tail is a scallop circle now and it's completely free. So if you're charged for the bunny tail, delete it. And you can, I just made a scallop circle. Okay, how do we do this? Can I have that bunny? So this has a score line. Do you glue these together?
Yes.
Because I've never made this one. Do we have questions?
I don't know, maybe.
What were you saying?
I wasn't saying anything.
Oh, thought you started to say something. Yes, we've been very busy with these.
Yeah.
And this has a score line.
Yeah. It's to fit on top of the head a little better.
Yeah.
So it's not just...
Oh, we don't have the puff. So we got a little puff we glued to the tail, a pom-pom. You could use just cotton ball or you could not use anything. He made the tail pink on this one.
It was my test cut.
Yeah, that was his test cut. Okay, so let me guess on how to do this.
Or craft gidge.
Craft gidge.
Gidge.
You just put his ears on, you just push it down. See how easy that is? And then what do you do, Alex?
Well, see, this is the first time we've had to use... We didn't use that piece before. It was just the tail.
But it's glued to that.
But, Mom, look.
Oh, yeah.
That's our first time using that.
Yeah.
So, really, I don't...
I think
you can
just glue it to the front of it.
Base. Just cut off the...
Okay, he doesn't need his piece
front.
here. I left a little bit.
Then I would take it off and then glue.
Okay. So I'm gonna add a little glue here.
Penny, if you get rid of the Little Red Riding Hood one, if you get rid of that file and go back into it, I have changed it where you won't see Little Red Riding Hood anymore.
Yes. So Penny, go back into my projects and grab the project again. Okay, so I put a little glue on the front of this, and I'm just gonna glue it. Oh, I should center it, huh? I'm gonna glue a little bit of it to the front of this. We got to make sure we have room for the holes to put in the antennas. So that's what I did for the glue. Yeah, so if you have something that says Little Red Riding Hood in it, we changed that so you don't have to have that image anymore. It was for the Georgie image, for this one, from the movie It. Okay. Now we're going to put this back on. There we go. And that fits good. And then this goes down for his tail. Somebody said they would use acetate for this. I'm going to curve it a little. That's too long.
Well, that's because that was the only piece before.
Oh, so we need to change that in the file.
So, where you're going to cut it down to, you need to schedule. You need to...
I'm going to glue this piece to that.
Yeah.
We should keep it, the thin piece here, and just make this piece longer. So we'll redesign this one and make that thin piece longer.
But if you already have it, you could just cut it down.
Yeah. I'm just gluing it to that. And I'm going to cut it underneath its butt.
See how much longer it needs to be.
And, well, you can see.
About an inch.
Yeah, like an inch longer. And I'm going to glue his tail on. Which is a different tail than this one now. There. Then it just hangs on there. But I say use some cotton or something. If you don't have a, what's that called?
Pom-pom.
Pom-pom. But that's all there is to the bunny.
Stop. Come here.
Okay, the clown. The clown is very easy. I was a clown one year for Halloween. So this is the clown. Oh, I need one of these. Can you? It's in the box. Oh, it's right in front of you, to the left of your phone. I need a cutie. I'm gonna have a green one. Okay. So first we have his hair. You know, clowns have curly red hair. Huh? Do they? They don't all have curly red hair. And we're going to make his hat first. So this piece, it gets drawn and filled in, and we're going to glue it to his hat. We don't put glue on the flower like I did on that one. I don't think it matters which is the front or back of his hat. And then we're going to glue the bottom of his hat on his hair. And you can put it anywhere you want. Put it on a little angle there. And he only has one stick, and we're going to put that towards the front. There. Just push those down. And then we're going to fold this up. And then we're going to glue the hat to this, or the hair. It goes around his ears. or his eyes. He doesn't have ears.
You kept
So-
saying that yesterday. I'm like, what is she talking about? I didn't know if you meant the antennas or the eyes. Like, you got to run his ears perfectly. I'm like,
Oh, I meant
what?
eyes.
What is she talking about?
So then I just hold that there until that dries. And he is done.
Gail's cousin is a professional clown, and her hair is bright pink.
Oh, well, you can make the hair any color you like. And then I have these mini glue dots. These are permanent, but you can get other ones. But to make it not permanent, I don't know if you can see, it has a little piece of glue dot on there.
No, my cat. Her mom is a professional clown.
And I don't want it to be permanent on the cutie, see the little glue? So I'm just gonna go over it with my finger a few times just to take off some of the stickiness. So he has a big red nose. Now, if you wanted, I had the idea, but I didn't know how to do it and I didn't have time to do it, to make like a ruffle or something to go around its collar. Like that would be fun to do. I know. I didn't have time to do it. And I can't think of how to do it in my brain. My brain's tired. So that's the clown. See, that didn't take long. Yeah, we don't need these anymore. I need the next one.
It's right here. It's the top one.
Okay, so this one is the Pumpkinhead. Can you see how easy this is? Mine are all very easy.
So are mine.
His are easy. He's just not used to the glue.
Yeah.
So this has 3 pieces. One of them is the green part to the pumpkin.
Use pattern paper for clown hair.
Oh yeah, that could work. And then the little round part of the stem goes at the bottom. This pumpkin didn't have a different colored stem, but I wanted to have a green stem. So I kind of made it.
So out of all these, you made the ghost,
The pumpkin
and the
head
clown.
and the clown, and then the little pumpkin pails.
Yeah.
I change the name of it every time I say it.
Yeah.
Pumpkin buckets, pumpkin
Trick-or-treat
pails,
bags.
trick-or-treat bag. So now you could cut this piece the color of the cutie you're making. I just left it the same as the pumpkin, but it doesn't have to be. You, like, if I knew I was putting this on a blue one, I could cut it out of blue paper. You don't have to. Just saying.
Irma, I like using the art glitter glue mainly because that's what I've been using, and it dries a little bit faster.
Yeah, you just have to get used to the glue. So I just put a little, I just pointed it down just a little. And then I'm gonna put that in between its eyes there. I'm gonna glue it in between its eyes. Now this is the part you were having trouble doing. I don't remember how I did it before. If I did it on its head or not. I'm gonna take it off. So I'm gonna put it here.
Well, you already touched it with glue too to see where it goes.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, I'm having the same problem as Alex. Maybe I put it up. I think that's easier. Okay, we're changing my mind. We are changing my mind.
Who's changing your mind?
I'm gonna fold this up. I don't remember how I did it on this one. Oh, I folded it down on this one, and that's where I glued it. But I'm gonna try to fold it up on this one.
It's going to go into the stem.
No, not
No.
when you. Still gonna fold it in between the eyes. then I can grab it better. Oh my goodness. We're having a time.
There's what, 13 costumes?
Yeah. I had no problem with this the first time I was doing it. I don't know how many cuties there are. They always have more coming too. I can't get it glued.
See my issue that I was having?
Yeah.
You gotta hold it longer.
Yeah, and see, when we're not in video, we hold it longer. Oh. Yeah, you just have to hold it longer. And that will be the pumpkin. Here.
Maybe use the glue dots for those tiny pieces between the eyes.
Oh, possibly.
I've never used glue dots before, so.
So you don't have to wait for it to glue. So I'm going to put it on here.
I can't see how big the glue dots are.
See?
Oh.
So you put the piece on there and then peel it off, and the glue dot will peel off with it. Oh, the glue dot's on my hand, on my thumb. It won't even stick to the paper.
Well, it's because there's glue there.
We're going to try this. There. The glue dot helped.
Good to know.
What's give me next?
That's it.
That's it?
Yeah.
We did them all?
Yeah. I left you 3.
Huh. In only 2 hours.
Yeah, only. Your chair's a lot more comfortable than mine.
Where's the glue pen?
It should be over there by the glue.
Oh, I see. Wonder Woman was sitting on it.
Move.
Okay. So, if you guys have missed any of the video from the beginning, there's a skeleton behind me. Rewatch the video and enter the contest. It's going to be fun. I don't know how many cuties there are.
There's quite a few.
Do we have enough candy for all those cuties?
1 M&M per
bucket.
You could probably fit 1
or
M&M.
a Smarties. Somebody said open a
Yeah.
thing of Smarties. Jamie likes my pumpkin right after Baby Yoda.
No, we're not out of the faster drying glue.
I just started using this one and I got used to this one.
I'm used to the faster drying. That's the issue.
Okay, and right now,
Baby Yoda's still ahead.
yeah, Wonder Woman is 28%. Have you guys all voted in the poll? We have 330 votes. Wonder Woman is at 28. The Marvel heroes are at 15. Baby Yoda is 40%. It means nothing. I mean, we're just testing
the poll.
And it only allowed us to put 4. So that's when we knew we could only have 4 finalists. On October 16th, you guys will be voting for the winner. So make sure you enter the contest. And we gave Talked about that in the beginning, and it's in the description of our video on YouTube. So we'll see you guys. What's today? Thursday? I'll see you at 4 p.m. tomorrow for some new images in Design Space.